Okay, so this is going to be a continuation from the trading view video. So I think believe I've really spoken about how to where to get tools and how to use them, how to navigate yourself around trading view. So right now I'm going to explain to you what these candles here, what they mean, right? All this red and green you're seeing up and down this price movement, what they actually mean to you, right? How do you use them? What does it signify, right? So what you know is like in normal mathematics, what we have the XY plane, right? So that's what you're seeing here. So down here on trading, if you look down here, you see what is here is the date and the time. And what you have on the vertical axis here is what is it? Is a price movement. So currently, how do you read price movement on trading view? So you notice that what you have here, the price is currently where it is reading here. You see that it is 174.42.241, and it is left with it is left with 6 minutes 11 with 6 minutes for this candle to close, right? So that means this is GBP GPY. Means if you want to buy 1 unit of GBP GPY, it's going to cost you 174.261 yen because you're trading GBP GPY. So you're using the quote currency to actually buy the base currency. Yeah, that's how you actually buy currency here. Let me see. Yes. So now if you want to you are placing a trade, okay, that I want to place a buy order, for example, right? So you're placing a buy order. I want to focus on this price for you guys to understand. So now this is a buy order I placed. Remember, I'm on a 15-minute time frame right now. I told you guys about the time frame analysis. I'm on a 15 minutes right now, right? And if I place a buy order here, what does it mean? It means that my order is executed at what level? 147.032, right? And my stop loss is at 173.710, right? And my take profit, that is my target, is at 174.809, right? So what does it mean? It means if this code goes in my direction, I'm going to be making 77.7, right? Remember what I told you guys about the pips, how you count pips, right? So it means if I enter you with a one standard lot, which is one, and one pip movement is how many? Is $10, right? Don't forget what I told you guys in the initial videos. You will keep using them, right? It means I'll be making 770.70 cents dollars in this particular if it goes to my target. Now, if it goes against me, how much should I be losing? 32 pips. And if we enter with one standard, which one standard is $10 per pip movement, means I'll be losing how many? 32 times 10, which is 320, right? So now this is how you're able to know these prices. So you see that how was this price calculated? Now it's been calculated for you to know that it's 32 pips. But if this thing was not there, you are just supposed to know, okay, if you're entering at 174.032 and your stop loss is here, if you subtract this from if you subtract the 174.032 and from or you subtract it, remove 173 point this point 710, you still be left with 32, which that is a pip which has been calculated. But you already have this tool, so we won't bother yourself to be calculating up and down. So you just need to use this particular tool to know the pip movement and your stop loss and your take profit. Right. This is that about this price movement here. So now, the next thing is that you're seeing. I told you about each candle here being formed at a particular time interval, right? So I'll start with the daily. So bear in mind that it moved right up to the monthly, right? But let me start with the daily to make it very easy for you. So with the daily, you notice that as I said, each candle here takes a day to form on the daily time frame, right? Each candle here takes a day to form on the daily time frame. It means this candle here was one day, this was a different day, this was a different day. Right now, how do you read this candle? To know if a candle is a buy candle, or what we call buy or bullish. If a candle is a buy candle or the candle is bullish, so I want to write. So I told you I'll come here and look for the brush tool that can help me write. So I think no, I will not use the brush tool. Let me use the text tool instead to type. So I'm speaking about bullish buy. We have buy, we will say, oh, it's long, bullish, right? You have sales, you have short, what bearish. Exactly. So this is what you're going to have, right? So let me keep this here. Now, if I want to know, if it doesn't matter the color, right? You see some other charts, some people will decorate it with the one with yellow and so on and so forth. But you need to understand how to know how these prices move. Let me change it for you to see. So I'll right click here and I go to settings. I come to symbols and I can see changes to what? To black. It is now black. If you look, you see it is black. But I will know it's still a buy candle. How do I know it's a buy candle? Let me put it back to green. So don't just put yourself that because it is green, it is a buy candle. No, you need to know if it's a buy candle or if it's a sell candle. So how do you know that? So you know by the opening of the candle and where it is, where the candle opens and where it closes. Now, if you want to notice where this candle, so let me take this. Let's start with this candle, for example, this very big candle here. So now, this candle opens below here. This is the opening of this candle. When I say open, this is the opening of this particular candle. This candle here, this is the opening of this candle, and where this is the close of the candle. Right now, we call this the open. This is the open of the candle. Where it is here, you see it's open, and you call this one the wick. So it means that when this candle opens here, s- sellers took it down first, right? Before buyers actually went up with the candle and initially closed here, not at the wick, right? So this is why you call this a bullish candle or a bearish candle, a buy candle, right? Now for a sell candle will open above. So this is this red one opens here and it closes below. That's the difference between this candle. The So you notice that for the buy candle, if you know the candle is buy, this side is going to look like it opens here and it closes above, right? The open is here. So open, we have here open and you have here close. I'm going to send a picture, a diagram, right? A visual representation of this for you to actually see. I'm just trying to indicate for you, right? So let's say this is a candle, it opens like this, and then you have a wick here. We have a wick here. Now, these are just wick. They call this the wicks. Wicks. Yeah. Yes. So don't think this candle opened below here. No, this is not the open of this candle. The candle opened here actually, right here. So this way, for example, this one it opens here and it closed above here, not at this wick, but it closed here. So we call this the wick, right? We call this the lower wick and we call this the upper wick. And now this is the close of this candle. This is the open of this candle. Why? But that is when you get to know that it is a bullish candle. For a sell candle, it is different. It's the opposite. The sell candle, since it is going down, it opens at the top here and it closes below, right? Now, let me get an example of the candle that has a perfect wick for you to see. So look at this candle here. Let's use this one for uh observation. So let's use this one to be the next candle. So look at this candle here, this red candle one. So now how will you know if this candle is actually a buy or a sell candle, right? It is either bullish or it is bearish, right? So now on this daily time frame, it took one day for this candle to form, remember? So what we see is that this candle actually opened here. When this candle closed, this was a bullish candle close here, and the next one opened here. This candle opened here. And where did it close? It closed here. Yeah, this way it closed, not here. You not don't say don't be confused to say tell yourself no the candle actually closed here. No, it didn't close here. This is where the candle closed here, where it is in here, and this is the body. We call this the body of the candle. All of this is the body of the candle, and this one is the wick. All of this here is the wick. These are the wicks of the candle, right? So that is it about the candlesticks, right? So the next thing for you to know about these candlesticks are now based on the time frame. So I was speaking about that this is a daily time frame, right? That this each candidate takes a day to reform. Each candidate takes a day to reform. So now, if each candidate takes a day to reform, if you go to the 4 hours, means you have like about so 6 candles to make a day. So let me cycle for you to understand what I mean. So let's take this particular candle here. So let's take this one. Right. So let's go to the 4 hours. You see how many candles are there in that circle? Have you seen? That's the daily candle. We already have about one, two, three, four, five. Right. Means there is still left with one candle for it to actually end for the market to close. So you see that that was a daily candle. It was just one on the daily time frame. You said it is one. It is just one. But on the 4 hours, it takes how many of those 4 hours candle to make one day? If you see continue go, if you go to the 1 hour, right? You see it is more, there are many candles there, right? That is just it. You see that there are many candles here, you can now start counting. But on the means that it takes each candle takes 1 hour. So it means that on the candles that the candle that actually took 4 hours to form here means that it took like you need to have like 4 1 hour candles here on the 4 hour time frame. So let's circle this one. Uh Let me circle this one. So if I circle this one and I go to the 1 hour time frame, you know that you see 4 hour candles. You see four candles there. So let me see where it is. This is it. You see how many candles? Are? One, two, three, four. Right? You say I have 4 candles there. So if you go to the 30 minutes further, you start see continue scaling. You're going below, 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 and you see that you become more larger, and so on and so forth. Because now, yeah, it takes 30 minutes for a candle to form. It takes a shorter period of time for these candles to form, right? So at times, if you want to get a better view of why it's important to understand the time frame analysis, because if you want to do an analysis, you want to get a better view and a better appreciation of the market, where it is actually, what it is currently doing. Then which one is more preferable? It's a higher time frame will give you more details rather than a lower time frame, right? Because in the lower time frame, for example, the 5 minutes candles here takes like just 5 minutes to form, right? And on the 4 hours, it actually takes time. That means if a candle is, if you see a lot of weak rejections here, think a price coming here to bounce, candle coming here to bounce, it's like means that this actually a resistance zone, right? Maybe you might be saying, okay, I want to sell at this point because well, this is a 4 hour time frame. It took a lot of days actually for this price to reject at this particular zone, right? So understand these candlesticks. If you have any question about the candlesticks, then let me know. I will explain to you how to use the candlestick chart patterns, most of them, how to use them to take trade and so on. But I want you guys to familiarize yourself with the candlesticks, the open and the close, what they mean, and so on and so forth. Right. I will send a virtual representation of this, like just a diagram for you to see for yourself. So just a recap here, we've spoken about the prices here, that here you have the time and the day, and here you have what the price, just like your XY plane on in mathematics, similar thing you have here. So we have the prices here, and I spoke about you being able to actually not trying to calculate the stop loss in your mind and so on, try to do mathematics to subtract here. You just take this tool which you'll be using here, you just come and put your pin for a buy, you put it and you know where your stop loss is, and you can just see that this is my stop loss and this is how much I'll be using because of the number of pips here. You multiply time the units. There's lots if you enter one standard or zero point 0.1, right? And we also spoke about the opening of the candle, which I said you have this. For example, if I just pick any candle now right now, I will see that okay, you see that this candle that is currently in motion. This one that's currently moving. This on the 4 hour time frame. Now it's that price currently at 174.260, right? You notice that this candle opened at what? This is the price at which this candle opened here. It opened here, not below this week. It opened actually here, right? And it's currently going up. We see that when the candle will close, you also see a small wick game. So it will close above. So a bullish candle or a bearish candle opens below and closes above. For a bearish candle, it opens above and closes what? Below. That's when to know it is a bearish candle, right? With more practice, you will get to understand them. So see you in class today. I think this is the last video for today. I'll send a different video tomorrow, but we're going to recap what we've done so far in class. Thank you.